that I can do this and that you can. So yeah. So do you want? My question is, on the pool, should we just start the pool first?
Okay. So first question I have is the water slide going into the shallow end?
It's not actually that. Right where it ends, it's actually 8 feet, and I hesitated in putting like that, but I was like, it should work pretty well, or we can swap it. We could go ahead and take the slide and put it on, put the grotto right there, and then put the slide more in that deep end.
Yeah, well, what I'm trying to figure out is from the Baja step, you step into the deep end. Should you be stepping into the shallow end?
No, you are. So when we look at the top view of this, so right where my cursor is on the screen, you can so it's shallow. So it's when you get to the Baja shelf. I made that Baja shelf big, and let me just give you a dimension there. So as you go across that shelf, so it's about 7 foot or halfway across that shelf. It's still 3.5 feet, and then it goes in. So basically, that pool is you get about 10 foot. Or at least 8 foot of shallow before you got that transition. Because when you go into a slide in a pool, even a big one, the code is it only needs to be 5 foot deep there. But there's a but. Like again, if you're all concerned, we can just switch it and then go ahead and swap the slide out to go the other way, and then just move the grotto to that side.
Right. So that was I'd like it to go into
the deeper end,
Yeah,
right.
I don't know.
No problem.
Feel like that
I thought so. I just thought I was like, because I'd already started it. I was like, let's see how it looks like this, and you never know. So I'll do that. But I might as well ask, what other changes besides that did we want to make?
The other one is where the hot tub is.
Sure.
My husband really wants the hot tub more on the other end.
Cool.
Because then it's more like closer to our bedroom.
Yep.
And then it's not like right out the dining room.
Okay.
So I don't know, if we just have, you go into the Baja step or, something.
Well, I would say let's look at it because it's so easy to change. There's it's going to take me a little bit of time for the waterfall and the grotto. Not too bad, but let me move the spa over so you can see that, and then I'll show you. Because I would probably keep that unless you want to swap the deep and the shallow end. That's the other thing to do. Is we could keep it as it is and then just swap it, put the spa on the other side, and put the Baja shelf and make it shallow there.
And make it okay. So
Let
then
me do that. Let me do that first, just as an option, because then we'll just decide if we want to change it back. So, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save this as revenue. It's kind of nice because being able to save that. And I do want to say, it is so nice to work with people who are just enjoyable. You just really,
I hope I don't make too many changes that stress you out.
No, not at all. Again, it's funny because I just had what I would consider my most challenging customer call me for the year, but he was challenging, but he wasn't a jerk, right? He was like, again, I get along with him. He just referred me, but he knew what he wanted, and we did a lot of changes, and I think a lot of people go, gosh, that guy was really demanding. I go, yeah, but he knew what he wanted, and he was nice about it. He never was rude. He never was tea and crumpets, and that to me is. No, not at all. Yeah.
Just I want to have it the way I want to have it, but I will be extremely nice about it.
Yeah, that's the difference is. So I think what we'll do is whoops, come on, Mr. Computer. There we go. Change the shape. I think what we'll do is we'll maybe put that. How would we do this?
I know. I was wondering how it would affect the shape of it.
Well, I like the shape, so I almost want to say we keep that Baja shelf just not as big, so the slide doesn't, and then we'll maybe put another one over by the spa and see if you like that, because the shape just seemed to work. I was like, oh, I got that.
Yeah.
And that's just the way, you know.
And we don't, yeah, and I don't necessarily need a Baja set near the spa. Our pool right now, our spa actually has like a waterfall feature that goes into the deep end of the pool.
Gotcha.
I think what they did was I think they put just like a tiny little sit shelf. I said, they didn't even do that.
Well, they're nice. That's a pretty big Baja shelf, so you don't need one that big. That's the other thing. So I'm gonna change it and then see how you like it, and then that's And again, we're gonna do one more revision because I think you're gonna want hubby to look at it, and then again his area too. Like maybe the next time he can just be available. He doesn't have to be with you either. He can be remotely, and we can all be on speaker, which is really the cool thing. Yeah. And that is on and I keep, because your name, I didn't realize your name was like Jenny. So the whole time I've been drawing, like as I'm drawing, I'm such a dork. I'm like Jenny from Forrest Gump. The whole time I'm doing. And
I get that a lot.
Well, Robin Wright is just, what a great actress she is.
Oh,
I mean, she is just. We just watched The Princess Bride, me and my daughter, the other day.
That's like one of my favorites.
Yeah. Yeah, all the people in there. I think, half of them are dead now. Oh, I just. Yeah. There's a nice special on his life, and it just, what an incredible person he was, and how much he actually had to eat was just insane. Like, just insane. And I, of course, told everyone that I got to pet Matrix. That was my big, really cool.
I love him. He's such a boy.
Well, that's what I told Dave. I got to meet, I said, me and Buddy the Elf. And he's like, Buddy the Elf? What are you talking about, BJ? I was like, you don't know, Dave. He's so funny. It was Dave's birthday yesterday. Turned 58.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We got to spend it doing something fun.
No, he worked. But again, he loves what he does. Again, if you love what you do, it's really not. There's days where you want to shoot people, but not many.
Not many, yeah.
No, not many. All right, we'll put this step. I think you put this step right here.
Okay.
You want a little step in there, and again, I think I always like to have a little. That doesn't got to be that big. It only's got to be there. Yeah, let's make it 2 foot. I still watch a lot of Bob Ross. Because he only uses the same words. He's like, oh, this is a happy place. I'm all, Bob, you got to use some more adjectives.
Happy world.
Happy clouds.
I love happy clouds.
Okay, that's gonna look pretty darn nice, and then you don't got to change that around if we don't want to.
Okay.
And let's see what that. Let me change the depths of the pool. Okay, Mr. Computer. There, thank you, Mr. Computer, for being so nice. Okay, so this is gonna go away. We're gonna make that. I'll be happy if you build this pool because I really have never got to do a stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we just had the 2 that I've designed, and neither of the people did them.
That's really good. Yeah, so far I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm really hoping that it all works out.
I think it's gonna. Ooh.
Okay. So question for you: where the umbrella is out on the rock?
Yes. Yes, that's why I did that. Was like, hey, it'd be kind of nice that they could sit out on that island and hang out. And then I was gonna, hang out. And then I was gonna put a few bench, probably put the steps right next to the spa, so you can get in and out there. And then we'll put some steps up to that area, so that you could just get up on that area and from the pool side. And then I think I was gonna leave, in the stream area. Let me see. I don't know if I can.
So the lazy river part is, you said, about 3 feet deep. So
yes.
Does it come into about 3 feet by the spa, or is it drop off?
No, I've got the whole lazy river the whole way around at 5 feet deep to go back.
5 feet deep. Okay.
Yeah.
And then when it comes in to the pool area, does it just flow down into the pool?
Yes. Well, it'll kind of.
Drop off.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can put Dave on this I'm gonna conference call him right here with you. Just because that's a good question about these lazy rivers, on how we.
Right, because I know it has to have
jets
and everything, the pumps and all of that.
Let's see here. Oops.
What's up, Spock?
Hey, I'm on the phone with Jenny. I wanted to get you on the call.
Oh, okay, great.
Hold on here quick. Are you there, Jenny?
I'm here.
I'm gonna merge us. Here we go. You there, Dave?
Yes, sir.
Jenny's on the phone too.
I'm here.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, thanks. How's it going over there?
Good.
Good. How's the design work going?
Good. Yeah, we're talking through some things and making some changes and trying to get it a little more solidified.
All right, good. I saw the preliminary stuff looks pretty nice. That's for sure. Yeah, so it's looking good. So what? Anything that might be of concern or question or anything in the elements, or everything's going?
Yeah, no, I got a question on that. So on the lazy river, Dave, what depth? I've got it right now is 5 foot. Is that too deep, or should we just go 4?
Yeah, they usually do it 48 inches is typical for one.
Okay.
Children can stand if they need to, right? And otherwise 5 feet over the average kid's head by weight. Okay, so we want to keep that. You want to go 3.5, or should we go 4? 40 inches is what, 40 to 48. So that 40 is 3.5 feet.
So
which is probably about right.
Okay, I think that's the only question. Then we're just I'll just leave the lazy river at 3.5 and keep it like that. And then the other question I have, the deep end's going to be 8 feet where the slides. We're actually we're swapping the shallow and the deep. The deep's going to be at the slide, and then we're swapping we're moving the spa to the other side. And then the other thing is that equipment. So that equipment, do you want to put it on that island?
Where do we plan to put it? Behind the pool, right? That's where I want to put it.
You want to put it behind because I'm thinking you don't want to put it on that island in the middle of the pool.
Oh shoot! No, I'm sorry. I forgot about lazy rivers. Yeah, that doesn't work as well now. No, you can't put it on the island. I want it over there.
Yeah, so we'll put it behind it. We'll put it behind it. It's fine. We'll just put it behind everything
behind the lazy river, right?
Behind the lazy river, as close as I can get to the spot. Yeah, and we can put it.
We can hide it with something or plants or rock work or something. We can do something to hide it.
Well, it's going to be. I think Jenny, we talked about, and if you saw in the picture, we're going to have just all the plants behind there. She'll have a jungle of the Disneyland.
Yeah, and that would be kind of ideal anyway. So we just had a nice, I mentioned to you, Jennifer, too, that to try to, at the end of the deal, if you can pull it off, to try to put a fair amount of plants around it to soften it, makes a huge difference. So if we do a nice, a bunch of nice plants, then we'll have plenty of area to hide it. I can put like a little hedge and then some palms in front of it, and all the equipment lives back there. And you really are never going to need to go back there. It's going to either be a service guy, but everything's going to be operated via your phone. So you won't even. And the beautiful thing about being back there is that it's not even heard, not seen. It's just like magic, and it's close to the pool and spa, which is good for the circulation and energy consumption and warmth and a lot of good things too. And if we're doing the lazy river, which sounds like you like the lazy river, then our big pumps will have, they're not far from it, and they'll have better drive for the lazy river too.
So the pump will also be out there with the equipment?
Everything. All of it together. The pumps of the lazy river, everything, feeder, everything. You're going to have a fairly, and DJ, let's know this, with this 3-pump system and the lazy river is going to take 1 or 2 more pumps, your footprint is going to be 12 by 3.
Okay. No problem.
Okay.
So honestly, so you basically, are you talking a 5-pump system then?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what it's going to be.
Okay. No problem.
Okay.
No problem. They've already got, she's already got 50 amps, 100 amps dedicated, or 50 amp, panel that's already for that spa. So she's already got electric ready to go. They can just zip over there.
50 amps is for the spa, you said?
Yeah, the double breaker 50, and then you put a 100 amp panel, is what I'm used to, at that, at the sub panel for the pool.
Okay, we'll have to check. I don't know where the main is.
Well, that's
sub panel by the park.
No. That she's got a portable spa that they already have a dedicated 100. They got a 100 amp. They got a double 50 breaker already for it.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where
it was done legally and permitted.
Right.
And it might be okay. If not, then
no, you're gonna have to repull. You're gonna have to repull from the panel all the way over there because you don't know what that line is.
Right.
And all, blah blah blah.
Right.
Well, no, the gas. It's gonna be new. They're gonna go ahead and dedicate a portable propane just for the pool. Right. Just for the pool.
So I told her the same thing. You just call the propane company out, and they'll put an adequate tank that just feeds the spa heater.
Okay. No problem.
Just you can even and then you kind of show that even just so we got another 4x2 propane tank too there.
Right. Dave, it's the first pool plan I've ever done, so I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I'll do that. No problem.
I know. I'm trying to help you with your no, just show the propane.
I will. Yeah.
So,
and again, go ahead, Jenny. Sorry about that.
I can put the propane tank on the other side of the fence. It doesn't have to be.
Correct. Where we had talked.
It can be anywhere.
Yeah.
It can be anywhere, but a lot of times people put it right there at the pool equipment. The propane company won't charge you anything either. They'll just come out and give it to you for nothing because you're using more, propane.
Right. Yeah. I think
they can put the right size.
Yeah. We'll take again. I think Dave, me and Jenny had talked about where it's going to go, and you have to run, and then I'll put the gas run to that.
You already got it figured out.
Then the other thing, Dave, just on the plan. So I'm just gonna have I was gonna go ahead and put, because it's so much deck, I'll go ahead and put deck drains in, but just have them lead out to the lawn and the plants, because there's no way that the water's going anywhere else, and the county's not going to care about any of the drains.
No, they don't care. And in that kind of property, you can't just go into the core and the curb. So you just find the lowest spot where I think it's out past her garden out there to the left of the garden. Have it dump out there somewhere, and that's where the water goes.
Well, and the
water and the whole property going that way too. Right?
Well,
so,
and they're on septic, so I'm not even going to put a P trap on there because that water from backwash the pool's going right there too.
Right, and or does she know where her tank and her leach lines are?
That's a good question. Oh, you do. She does. Okay.
And I'm also having it certified, so they're doing the plan, it's coming out and certifying, and it'll be all right.
Good.
Awesome. Awesome. Cool.
Right. So yeah, we would just know where it is and have those guys obviously mark it out, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
That's
Because we have to be 10 feet from there.
right. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. My question, the other question, you got other questions, but let me finish up with her, and then can I call you tomorrow? Just because I got.
Yeah. Well,
Unless you got it quick. I got Winchester tomorrow,
Call me,
and I got two
just
plans
call
of.
me on your drive after you leave there. Call me when you go down the hill.
No. I'm not. I'm doing it remotely. I'm at my house.
Oh, you are. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
Call
Problem.
me as soon as you can then.
Okay, you got it.
All right.
Good.
Hey,
Goodbye.
Jenny, take care.
Okay. Thanks, Dave. Bye
All
bye.
right, we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Cool. You still there, Jenny?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so question on the slide. I want to make sure that it's going to be the best slide.
Right.
So how high is it?
So right now that slide is 7 feet. So that it's a standard slide, which is at 7 feet high is the max you can go. So you can go, and that's a long slide. That's 22 feet long.
Okay.
So
you're gonna get some.
You're gonna be whooping through that thing. That's a big slide.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, we can go bigger. You can go up to, like, again, I could say, hey, you could go up to 12 feet or even but they have to specially engineer it. It costs a bunch of money to engineer it. It'll cost you a bunch more money to build it, and you will not see any difference in the whoop of the slide.
No,
So
I just want to make sure that it wasn't just a wimpy little.
No, that's why I picked that one. I was like, let's get these guys going. So they're gonna be
I mean, the slide is like in your program. It's not gonna look like that, right?
No. It's just he's gonna cover it more with rocks, and really. But again, the computer only does such a. I mean, it looks nice, but it's gonna be way more covered in rocks than I've shown it to be.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Okay. So, couple things with the like you said, there's a lot of decking. So I'm not sure if we can put in maybe like to the side of the hot tub, just like a little like planter pot,
Yes, I was gonna say, do you want me to throw in? Because what I can do is throw a couple of planters around it, and even in the deck itself, if you'd like.
Yeah, and like in the deck, like maybe right by where the bridge is,
Right. Yeah, give us something. Let me do that. Because do you like the pool shape and where the spa is now? Okay, yeah, I think and great, excellent. Yeah, because now it's 8 feet. You've got plenty of shallow end. I think we'll do I just want to adjust the shallow end just a little bit, and I think that's going to be good. Because you want to be able to play volleyball or the kids romp and all that stuff, but that's nice. Okay, so let's throw in some planters. Oops. Oh, alrighty then. Dave always sounds like he's from New York to me. I don't know why.
He does have a little bit of that.
He just sounds like, and again, he's always so pleasant too. He's just never. We always talk. I have on my board here a saying that he gave to me, which was, "You're either going my way or you're in my way."
That is a good one.
I was like, "Who, Dave? I'm using that one." And then I tell my daughter that all the time. Get out of the way.
That's a good one for my kids.
Yeah. I think that's a good one for a lot of people. So I almost want to throw some planters like just out here.
Yeah.
And again, I want to do this. Oh, well, yeah. Even up against this, I think up against this fence, we might want to just extend these so we can put some plants up against this fence here because you don't need all this deck. It's a lot of concrete.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I'm thinking is maybe pool equipment. I don't know how far it is. Maybe. If we hide it back somewhere.
Well, yeah, I was gonna try and hide it. I'll put it where I thought. I don't have the, and when we're done, I'll put the plants. But the best place would be somewhere like here. And again, you could put a block wall or because the closer is to that spa, the better. But someplace like
that is actually what I was thinking.
Okay.
That's behind the so you put plants.
Yeah, I would just do this. I would just go ahead and let's just put another wall like this, and then and then there you go. And then it's when I go to 3D, you'll see it. And then we just put plants, and you don't hear it. You won't, And then we can put plants. Like I said, I'll put plants in these little planters around here. I almost want to add one, a couple more. I don't think I want to put any next to the spa, but maybe one more here. Let's put a couple others, and then I'll pop the plants in there so you can see them.
Okay.
Because the plants.
I think I want the pool shifted over a little bit more.
No problem. To the left, to the because I can shift the whole thing.
Yeah, again, like more just because there's so much there's going to be unusable land towards there.
Right. So more toward the kitchen area. We're going to keep going toward that kitchen area.
The kitchen area, exactly.
Right.
And then that way, from the kitchen area, you're seeing more of the pool.
Yes.
Involving that area a little bit more.
No problem. And then I went from. Go ahead.
I was going to say the other thing, my husband needs fire.
Want a fire pit, or just we can put fire on those rocks? No problem. The fire on the rocks would be really cool. Okay, so we're going to shift the pool, everything over, right?
Yeah.
My question. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is where you have the little fire pit.
Yeah.
If we move that fire more towards our fence line and the garden area. There's kind of like that there's a dead space.
Right.
At the end of the garden.
Right.
So the fire pit is more towards, like I said, the garden where you kind of have like the little fence making a point.
Mm-hmm. Let me go ahead and move it. So I think if I do it like this, I think what you're saying here is. And you don't mind, again, if we leave 3 foot to that fence, and you got to move that garden.
Make it slide down toward the left part of the garden. So actually, because I've got a tree right where you have it now, if you make it go more toward, a little bit more over there.
Okay, cool. And you want to put concrete there, so shift everything down.
Yeah, and then so that'll be over there. Then the pool can come closer to
no problem.
The fire pit area.
Gotcha. Okay.
Does that make sense?
It makes a fence.
Yeah, and there will be concrete over there. I mean, you can kind of look at it. There's a tree that's there now, so I kind of want to make a planter that kind of goes around the tree.
Okay.
So it stays.
Yeah, you might have to, because I'll see if I can see it. I don't know if I have the GIS, because the way the program has worked, the GIS is the background that shows me your property, and I might have to go to the image and switch. Oops, what are you doing to me, computer? Don't pick the house. Oops. Okay. That's not. It took me a lot of time to do. I shouldn't actually say it took me a lot of time. It took me some time. Because your house is a difficult, it's got a bunch of different levels and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But what a beautiful house.
Oh, thank you.
I still like that deck so much. I mean, the floor. So I'm moving it there. I think you should be able to see it.
Yeah, it's moving. and then it was like, no, I don't want to move.
Yeah, it does. Like I think that's, you know,
So a
you're
little bit more, yeah, like that.
right there. Oh, look at that. I like that. Like
Yeah,
that.
let's try that.
Okay.
Yep.
And let me move the concrete. The nice thing again, easy to move concrete. Just a click.
Okay.
Just so easy. Bing, 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 and then we just go like this. Because I'm thinking you want concrete all the way around that pool. Is what
Yes, I want concrete around the whole pool, and then, like I said, little places for
plants? Yeah.
You know, because I want it to be somewhat soft. You know.
Yeah. Well, again, and the other thing is Dave will give once he sees this. I'll ask him to give his 2 cents one more time, and
Okay.
just because it's a big whoop to do. You got a little bit of a.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, and the other thing I need to talk with him too is I'm thinking about, you know, we have that little grass area,
Right.
and our septic is actually in the grass. So I'm making sure I know exactly where it is.
Right.
But I'm thinking of removing part of that grass and making it concrete so that you get a bigger area by the kitchen.
Gotcha.
And then you can have because I'm thinking of putting a bathroom in the back part behind the barbecue.
Gotcha.
The kitchen area. So then people can walk around to get to the bathroom.
Right. My question is, so let's go ahead and then we probably want to go ahead and just put concrete all the way up to that fence line for right now. Do you know when are they coming to do the survey for that?
I ordered it last week, and she said she'd call me as soon as, you know, she said right now it's kind of crazy trying to get the, I guess it's the survey or the site map. And
Right.
so as soon as she gets it, she will call me, and then they will come out and do the certification. They have to pump it, do the certification, and then they'll be able to tell me where everything is. But
Gotcha.
right now, we have this called Mound Septic, and it's out by our arena.
Oh,
The
okay.
lead lines aren't anywhere near there.
Gotcha.
And then the pump is behind the garden by the guest house.
Oh, so yeah, so we're not even close. So we're okay. We don't worry about it.
We should be fine. Yeah, and then the septic is buried in the grass, but it's up against the guest house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'm not even gonna worry about it. Really, then we'll just move
I think
on.
we can go in a few feet into that grass.
Yeah, if you want. Is that so? What you're thinking is we're not gonna go. So maybe you want to go since I'm here. Maybe you want to go. That grass area is about 36 across. You want to go 10 foot into the grass with concrete?
Oh, no, not there.
Oh, into the grass next to the kitchen. Go 10 where the kitchen is. Go an extra 10 feet that way.
Yeah, and actually, I think it kind of looks like where you kind of stop it right now, to the end of the garage area.
Gotcha. So is that where you want to keep?
Right now.
Is that good?
Actually, I think it's right where you have it now is where I want to go.
Oh, okay,
right
good.
Now the grass actually comes up to almost to that second pillar.
Got you.
So
Okay.
where you have it, I think is where we want it.
Okay, perfect.
So we'll leave it like that, and then once I get the survey, we might have to adjust it a little bit, but
Right.
I think so that's more depending on where they say it is, but that is more having that width of concrete.
Got you. So nice to know someone with they're talking. Sometimes I talk to homeowners. It's not that they're stupid. It's not that they're just not educated in what they're talking about. And it's sometimes it gets a little frustrating.
They're thinking.
Yeah. And you're like,
okay, so we're looking at these. I'm assuming that where the dark blue is, that is the concrete.
that is.
Like the dark blue. Okay, so now then you have the fence.
Right.
Is the lighter dotted area.
Correct.
Okay, so I don't know if we're going to need that much area. I mean, I don't know what the distance is to the fence.
You definitely don't need that much area. So that would just kind of first go around. So what I can do is say, hey, this is really how much area you're going to need. And I can change it so that because you got plenty of space to put, go behind there. And instead of spending a bunch more money, we can push that equipment closer now too. Right. Because Yeah, so let's go to 3D so we can see this.
Okay.
And then
Oh, here's another thing. My husband likes, and I'm sure it'll just be a swap of a rock.
right.
Next to the spa,
Yes.
what we have right now is called a cooler rock.
Right,
Where
yes.
it's a rock, but then it's dug out. You can put ice in it.
Yep.
Some grain.
Yep. Dave will do that. We don't I'll call it out on the plan, but you can't see it in the 3D. Okay. But I'll do that right now. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll talk to Dave about it. Ours right now is too deep. It's so deep that you'd have to put 50 gallons of, or not even a gazillion gallons of ice in there.
Well, we need an exact number of gallons that you want, or we can't do it. So.
Okay. So.
That's good. That's a joke.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
But yeah, so I can talk to Dave about that. But we really do enjoy the pool rock.
Yeah, no, I've had them before in my pools. They're one of the things. I don't mention them much anymore because they're kind of, for Dave with how much work he got, they're really he doesn't do them but on high end stuff, or I should say just people who are not difficult. That's all. I hate to say that's horrible to say. I don't think that's horrible. It's just
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. Yeah. And then we'll put a rock here just to step in, I think, just to get into this.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'll talk to my husband. Right now, he has 2 fire bowls on his hot tub.
On his hot tub? Okay. Now we can put a couple.
Like where those rocks are.
Right.
But it's not, or you could put them maybe beside, he has them on kind of more facing towards the water.
Right. So it's really, we got a couple different options. Because if it's me, let's do this. So we like the spa there, and we like the rocks there, and then I'm gonna throw a couple more rocks around just because.
Yeah, rocks are good.
Right, yeah, they kind of, again, we throw them in there, and then Dave, he's such an artist, he's gonna go, no, we want to add a rock here, we want to add a rock there, and he doesn't even.
So with this design too, is this something that you have the plans for the county, they give you the permit, they're not going to come out and go, well, you didn't put the rock right.
Nope, no, they're gonna
go through a stage.
Yeah, no, the guy, again, these inspectors are too damn busy to do, again, and they're not artists. They just, okay, is the pool built correctly? That's all they want. And again, they don't even know that. Literally, we did a permit for Redlands, and the guy, again, and it's a remodelable pool, which is even worse than a normal pool. Inspector didn't look at any of the steel engineering, didn't look at anything, was there 5 minutes. Right, so he, no offense to that inspector, and gosh, that's on the internet, but he didn't do it. If I was a homeowner and it wasn't a good builder, I'd be like, boy, you didn't do your job, because they really should be looking at the steel and go make sure that it's correct. That's really he didn't. But okay, we really don't care.
I'd like to make sure that it's we're not gonna have issues with it.
Well, Dave's, again, pools cracking are very, very rare because of how they're built. So as long as the steel's done correctly, and you don't have any issues at all. So it's just the standard 1 foot by 1 foot grid the whole pool's on. So again, your pool's never going anywhere. It's not, again, when we're talking about remodels and things like that, it gets a little tricky real quick. Let me throw this.
You're dealing with the existing.
Yeah. So let me throw in the steps in the benches in the spa, and then we'll throw some fire on here for your hubby.
That means he needs some fire.
Who doesn't? The one I just did, I can't post it yet or show anybody, but it's yours is by far my favorite rock pool I've done this year, by far. I just really, that island looks so killer. I can't.
I love the island, and I'm glad that there's space where you can sit.
Yeah, I really like. When I was designing, I was like, gosh, it'd be really nice to have a happy place. I thought of Bob Ross. I was like, Bob would say, hey, let's have a happy space. So.
Yeah, and it looks right out at sunset.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is that it's really, if your husband ever gets the urge to swim out there.
He will.
That
won't be a problem. Now, can you get to it from
Yes.
Finding the rock,
Yes.
you get rock stairs.
Yep. That's
Okay.
basically that whole. You got two different ways to get to
Did
the.
you get to it without being wet? Did you get to it being
Yes.
wet?
Yes. Both ways. So I made it so that,
Okay.
and that was really just again really cool design in the sense of being able to. You don't got to get wet to go over to those areas, and you have two different areas
Got
to
it.
get to that to the slide itself.
Yeah.
The slide itself.
And you had said there's jumping rocks too?
Yeah, you got jumping rocks all around. Again, the kids that is kids wonderland is what you guys have.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not even funny. It's one of the few if you guys have a pool party, I'll probably show up because I want to swim. Yeah, I want to swim in that pool. You know.
Yeah, we have neighbors that are literally probably going to move in, and they'll never leave.
Yeah, no, it's you'd have a hard time. It's fun central. You've got you've got Disneyland at your house is basically what you guys have. So it's pretty. It's gonna.
Maybe I can have a little pirate thing. I can have some pirate themed food.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, again, yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean going through the.
You could have a whole parade. Who's it? The girl I saw yesterday said she had 13 birthday parades. Wow, and I was like, oh, that's so cute.
Very cute.
And then I was like, I'm so glad I don't have kids again. My kids are grown, or she's almost grown. Yeah, so you can go up these steps on the back, and you get to the slide right over here.
Okay.
And then you go up the steps, and then you just go down the rock steps to get to the little island,
down there.
the little peninsula. We'll call that the peninsula is what this actually is.
There you go.
Yeah. So, and then let me change these. We'll throw some plants, throw some fire in there, and then unless you got something else on the pool, we're pretty close.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for the pool. Like I said, I'll just talk to my husband and see if there's anything else. But that was pretty much it for the pool. Yeah,
and here's the other thing. So this video is on YouTube. So you can that's the other thing is that when I do these casting things, you get a free video. So it's up there, and you can just go through it with him. And when we finish at the end, I'll kind of go through everything. So you can go, here it is, and I'll go through all the night things real quick. So you can see that. And then he can go, I'm going to put some fire in, and then he can go, okay, I think I want fire here, and I think I want fire there, because he can give his 2 cents.
Got it.
And then let me put all the trees and stuff. Oh, I want to move the equipment first.
Yeah,
and the fence. We need to move the equipment. We need to move the equipment and the fence. Yeah. Let's see here.
I won't need that.
No, you only need so when we look at this at the top view. So really, you only need about, I would say at the most, 15 feet from the outside of that deck for really to get lush.
Yeah.
And
I don't want it. Yeah, it's only on that side by the barn. I won't need as much on the
no,
other
you
side
won't need on
there.
that much side at all in there. So let me change that.
Because I'm going to do some low plants, but nothing high because I don't want to block. The other thing my husband's thinking with the fencing is we might do vinyl fence that goes where we're going to put most of the plants, and then maybe go to glass fence when you're looking out towards the mountain.
I can show you that, no problem. That's easy to do.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh, that sounds like fun. Let's just do 10 feet for the fence. I think that's all you need on this one side. Is 10 feet from the deck. That's plenty. That'll give you plenty of thickness through that, and then we'll keep the equipment on the outside of that so that you can go right in front of it, and then we'll zoom back over for the glass. Oh, that'll be super cool. All right, so I want to move the equipment first. So that's there. And then, oops, that should be fine there. And this will be, see, that's just dandy there.
Yeah, we might not need as many plants coming off from the rock, from the house.
Right.
Maybe start at March.
We'll see if again. We'll see. I think we're gonna go. We'll do this, and then this, And actually, it might look better just to do this like this here.
And then, if I could get maybe once this is kind of done, with the fence line, how far, from the house to the end of the fence line, just so when I go out, I can
Yeah, no problem.
kind of cover it out and see. And then I can drive my truck and make sure that I've got all my.
You can get everything in there. I'm just gonna get a vinyl fence looks better straight, so I think we're gonna go something like this.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. It was good crooked, but then we'll go here. I think we go here. That's still plenty.
And just kind of angle straight. Sure.
Yeah, just a little bit here, and then as soon as we get to the outside of this of the rocks, we're gonna go to glass.
And then, that'll be the last.
Now this will be. And again, do you want glass up against that all the way around? Like, again, if you're going to do glass.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to figure out is, first of all, do I have to have fencing that goes all the way around to my guest house?
For right, yeah.
The garden? Can I get it to the garden and stop?
Yeah, I think for right now, let's just put, I think we want to put I'm just going to put this all the way here so you can see it, just in case, all the way to the house.
Got it.
And then I'll go across the garden. You can lose a little bit of the garden. Or I can just go like that. That works. And then we'll make this. Do we have a glass house? They don't have a glass.
Yeah, we'll try that. The only thing is right where it goes across from the garden to the guest house, that goes across the pump of the for the septic. So I would have to talk to them about, is it doing removable panels? What would need to do with that? And I might actually need more glass.
Yeah, again, the fancy stuff it's just kind of in the rendering because.
Yeah. Sure.
Just because of time and all the blah blah blah.
Yeah, no,
And
that's
then
fine. And like I said,
ooh, that looks nice though.
Just because we have it here doesn't mean that Dave's
Right.
like, no, we only said, I need to go out. That's all you get.
Yeah, see.
I'm sure as we
Oops.
really map it out. Yeah, no, that was.
Yeah, wait, but what I did is I decided to delete the wrong thing. But I think you want to go straight.
Oh no.
Oh gosh, it's a good thing that the internet doesn't break, right? So I think that's when my sister-in-law is really getting pretty damn good at this. And
Oh good.
but that's what and then I had a friend in North Carolina today. He started we're one of my Navy veteran buddies. And he's like, my friend, he can do this. And I was like, dude, I'm not training anybody. No, not even. I was like, no. I'm gonna say, my sister-in-law's lucky. She's got 15 years of CAD experience, but she has no problem. Like, hey, we're making, if I make a mistake, you don't care. You don't, and you probably don't notice. So, but if you don't have that confidence, and you don't, no offense, you don't hit that confidence till you hit 35. So yeah. Not that I don't enjoy the minimals. That's really that you don't need a lot more fence than that. You don't need. And again, if we go to the 3D, so we can throw some plants in there and that glass. He'll still have his view. Really nice view there with it. I think that if you got to do the fence, do that glass. Oh my goodness, what a difference!
Yeah, and it might be maybe just a little bit more glass. We have to look at that right now, but that. I don't want to impede upon the video.
Yeah, let me change it just a little bit because I got till 3:45.
Okay.
And then because I had planned and you got what I'm trying to do again is trying to get, because we're so busy, is do this, see somebody in a week. So we're not, week after week after week, blah, blah, blah. So we get you done.
No, for sure. Yeah. And like I said, if I can get especially just, from the house to the end of the fence, so just as I'm marking it out.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and I think I'm going to go here, and that's And then I'll give you what later on tonight or in the morning. What I'll do is I'll do some really detailed. I'll give you a bunch of dimensions on there, and so you can really see. Okay, how far is this? How far is that? And then you can really. And then if you want to, then the next time we meet, we can really fine tune it, and then we should be done in the plan and blah blah blah.
Okay.
So I think we're look at that. See, now you don't. What I think we want is that. So when we're looking here, when in the spa, we don't want to see any vinyl fence on that right side.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Oh, that is just super freaking cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Only last thing I want to do is I do want to throw some steps in right here where I have this planner because I'll forget. Well, I won't forget. It's better to do it right now. And I think we get rid of this planner, and that's where we'll end up putting the steps.
Okay.
Because you already got that Baja shelf area over there. You don't need really anything but some steps just to get in the pool.
No, you just need some steps in the shallow end.
Yeah. Just that, I was going to put them right next to we'll put them right next to the spa. I think, actually, that's the rocks. Yep, that's where they go. Don't got to be huge. Okay.
Yeah, they don't need to be big because you don't want to waste all your space with the steps.
Yeah. And then you can go right into the deep or into the shallow. I like that.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's good enough. And you've got, by the way, so this waterfall is, just to give you kind of dimensions, it is 4 foot to the underneath there. And it's got a seat underneath there. So the kids, that's 6 foot by 8. So you can basically I made it so 2 people could lay down there underneath the waterfall. And your daughters can get in all kinds of trouble. So, well, mine,
I'll be having the waterfall off.
Yeah, but believe me, it's but my daughter has a new boyfriend, and this is the first one I like. So, but again,
good.
well, I don't gotta deal with him. So, I mean, unless that's the way I look at it. So But now you're 4 kids, 35 years married? Is that right? If I remember correctly?
25 years married, 4 kids. Our oldest are going to be 20 in October.
Yeah. So I don't know about you, all my friends, my good friends, I've known all of them over 20 years, 30 years.
Yeah.
Right. So, and not that people annoy me. People just, if you don't know someone a long time, at this age, we don't know let's see what plants we got here. Let's see here. Okay.
Yeah, some of the lower plants in that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So in these little areas here, like this, so like we'd put green here, green here.
Something to do green.
Yeah.
Soften it a little.
Green. As much as I like palms and things, they're really not that great up against the pool. Because the kids end up brushing them against them and stuff like this,
We even did like some grasses and succulents. Done very well.
Yep, they do really good. And I'm gonna have to pick all these because they're right next to the rocks. Of course, that's the way it goes. These are easy to move.
Plants in the lazy river.
Yeah, they can't. They're not allowed to go in the lazy river. They don't do well more.
They're not. That's for people.
Oh, I had the same. It's just so weird how life works. So the customer had last night my same sense of humor as you, and I. You kind of have the same. So we were just laughing so hard. And she had asked me, "How long will it take to build the pool?" And I said, "Okay. You're going to remember the shortest number and then and then get mad at your husband when it's not done in that time." She goes, "Pretty much."
Yeah, that's why I always, with my kids, everything is 85. So if they're like, how long? 85 hours.
85.
What do we do? Like, everything is, and then when I say 85, I look, is it anything? No, I'm just pulling a number out.
Yeah.
So don't bother asking.
Yeah. I always like that. I don't know about you. My mom's line was always, you'd do something as a kid, stupid in the store, and she would look at you, and you knew she was kidding, but no one else did. She's like, I will rip your arm off and beat you with it.
Oh yeah, I did get that one.
Yeah.
Down your throat.
Yeah. So it was, and people,
My mom had that one.
yeah, that generation was just like their sarcasm is so deep. Oh, that looks great. And we'll just do some succulents over there.
I did wonder if he did mean it.
Yeah, there's Disneyland right there. That's Pirates of the Caribbean, no problem. Let's throw some fire in there. Let's get the plants.
Yeah.
We don't want hubby to be mad about these plants. Throw fire, and then see if we have at least enough time to go over the kitchen area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking again. I was gonna throw some fire here in the fire on the waterfall. So that was my idea, or at least
you need fire, but not fire that your kid will fall in.
yeah. Like again, I was thinking right here in the middle, so they can walk around it, and then there's no problem. No one's gonna die from the fire there, and then we can put some around. It's whether or not the fire around the spa. How much he wants? Does he actually want?
On his old one, he just had 2 fire bowls.
2 fire bowls. Were they big? Were they
Yeah, and I think. Let me see. I think I've got a picture of it. If I got that shot. Oh, with my dolphin.
Oh yes, let's put the dolphins in. Hold on, we'll do that right after this fire.
Yeah, I totally forgot about my dolphin. Okay, let me.
So did I. I was like, oh gosh, we got dolphins. Oh yeah.
I went through my pictures, and I'm like, I have.
Let me get that right now because that's in here. It's so funny. And the dolphin team is my best friend. There it is. There's the dolphin. It literally almost looks like the one that you have. It's
That's so funny.
That's pretty cool. And again, I think it goes on this side over here. Oh, look, it looks pretty cool
Yeah,
there.
and then you would just have them spraying over into the pool as a water feature.
Yeah. So you either got here or you could put. Yeah, I think you go, and it's kind of like it's got a couple of them. So maybe we'll just do double so you can see it. We just kind of neat at the end of the pool there, at the end of the pool, right at the end.
Yeah, into the deep end.
Into the deep end, yeah.
It's not like they'll be. It's just like they'll be on all the time.
Yeah, but even if they weren't, it's just a nice, unique. It reminds you of your best friend.
Yeah.
That's always kind of that looks pretty cool. Okay, and then the fire where he.
I'm gonna give you a picture of his fire bowl. Sending it to your phone.
No problem. Let me look at it. I think I know the ones. Isn't technology wonderful? Oh my goodness.
I love technology. Okay, here we go. It's a little wonky. I didn't get the whole.
No, that's all right.
But you'll be able to see kind of where they were.
Waiting for it to come through.
Yeah, well, I do live out in nowhere, so it's still sending.
It's got the little dots. I think I know which. Again, I've got fire
The little
motion.
green bar is going. It's almost there.
It's almost. We're gonna.
It's
No.
like like.
No, I've got these. I've got little ones. I think
Oh, it went.
it went. Okay.
You should be getting it.
There it is. Okay. Okay. Those are little. Okay, gotcha. Did he like them on the pilasters? Because I can put the little pilasters on each side instead of and then put the rocks on the outside.
Either way, I think he likes the bowl.
He likes the bowls themselves.
Yeah, he did like the bowl.
Well, let's just put them right here on top of the rocks for right now.
Yeah, just put them on top of the rocks for now.
And if he doesn't like him, we'll change it. It's that easy. And then you can have that looks pretty damn good.
Yeah, I like that.
Woo! Look, you got fire up there. Oh. Boy. I want to swim in that pool right now.
Yep, there you go.
Woo! That's in the running for my favorite design. It's in the running. All right. Okay. Oops. Why are my plants up and above? We'll go night just to see the nighttime.
You have an umbrella in the middle of the
Yeah.
dining room.
Well, why is it in the middle of the deck? It's supposed to be right there.
That was, I think, where
Yeah, it was before.
Where it was before. I had like, no.
I get it's funny because you get people. Why are these plants up in the air? Are they up in the air? Yeah, they are.
Oh, that's nice.
There we go. Now you're back there.
Nice.
And these are. I'll fix the rest of those plants. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
But really, yeah, I hope he likes that. But if not, we'll change it one more time. So let's just run over here because we're getting a little thin on time.
Yep, let's look at the barbecue.
Yeah.
So the barbecue.
So the door is.
Like I said, the door is 7.5 feet from the, there's like that octagonal type thing. So from the point closest to the door right now,
Gotcha.
you've got 7.5 feet.
No problem. We like exactness.
And then I'm thinking of probably just doing a 36-inch door, and then the rest of it will just be.
Gotcha. Well, we'll
There's
move.
no point in putting a window because it's so small.
Well, the window's already there. The one I had, I'll just
You
move
want
over.
to take the window out and reframe it, so then it's just going to be a 36-inch door.
So where the window is now?
Where the window is now, yeah.
In the kitchen? Oh, gotcha. But there's the kitchen window.
For the dining room.
Right.
And then there's a window.
Right.
I didn't measure how far that is in the kitchen.
Yeah, you really got to know that because what I'll do is what we want to know is where that door is the biggest thing.
Yeah, because
And
that's
then-
where you can't put it.
Yeah. Okay, where did you go? Why?
And I was like, big thing. Nah, just gone.
And now it just decided that it doesn't. I got you on the. Okay, why aren't you showing where you are? Oh, there you are. You decided to go over there. Okay, all right. I don't know why you did that.
Random.
It just the computer and it's gone. Okay, well.
He's like, no, you don't want a door.
You don't want a door, yeah. It's because it's the Matrix. That's why.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
it's the Matrix. I just love. How did you know? Did you name the horse?
We didn't name him Matrix. No, it's actually his paper name, which my daughter rides him. It's Dashin' with Chick.
Really?
Yeah, I love his paper name. The people who had him before called him Matrix, but when she rides him and shows, his name is Dashin' with Chick.
Okay, where are you at elevation wise? Oh, well, that's why.
The door, like maybe because you have
No, the computer just randomly, the door. Yeah, no, the door, it's here. The door, what it did is it randomly put it 1,400 feet down.
Oh, well, there's a door.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah, we don't need a door 1,400 feet down, but, it's a computer. It's going to do things. See, and again,
It's a random door.
It's because it's all there you go. That's because the auto elevation. It's not the right space now. That's at least we're there.
Oh, but it's in the house. There you go. It's in the roof. It's the magic door.
It's a magic door. I'll fix it. But again, we know it's in the right space, so now I can move everything over.
Yeah,
At
now we
least.
can move everything around.
Yeah, I can just move everything
So
around.
here's some of the things my husband wants, and I'm playing with a couple ideas with the kitchen now. I'll just tell you like the things that he's gonna want, and we can put them in later.
Sure.
But he wants two refrigerators,
Got
a
you.
wine cooler,
Okay.
at least 2 stacks of drawers, and storage, and then of course the barbecue. He likes the one he has now a lot. It's 36 inches. 2 burners.
Yeah, we don't.
Burners.
What we end up doing is really we don't go into that much detail. What I really need is the space that he needs. Like so.
Okay. So
Yeah. So
measure
this
out.
measure out exactly the space that he wants, and then we'll do. And again,
Okay.
and then it's no problem to go ahead and here's the thing. If you give me if you don't mind, because it's very detailed, which is fine. But because the computer doesn't do a good job at doing those exact sizes, like the refrigerators, no problem. I got refrigerators, and we'll put those in. And again, if we, I think really what I'd like to do is just spend an hour with him, and we'll just go through it all, and then because it's only at the most it'll take an hour next week, and then we're but if you would email me the sizes of the things that he wants, that's all I need, and then I can at least have those kind of ready.
You figure out how to fit it in.
Yeah, and I'll put it in beforehand. At least have those ready, and then we can go through it, and he can see it visually and the same size. It probably won't even take an hour, quite honestly. It'll probably take a half hour, and we're done. But at least I got the door in there.
Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking now. So we have the door going out.
Right.
I'm going to have the concrete going around the side, but actually make the bar area a little bit bigger, like have an overhang.
Right. So we want to do a 10-inch overhang. Right. So the bar area. Go ahead.
So what I'm thinking is we might not have it walk all the way through. I might actually do a U-shaped kitchen.
Okay. Do you want to close it off toward the pool or the other side? Do you want to close it off at the pool side or the other side?
No, close it off at the back side, towards the garage.
Toward the garage. Okay. So then lengthwise, he's at 16 feet now. So you want to stay there and close it off at the edge there?
Well, I'm trying to figure out. Maybe I need to get all of my measurements for all the things he needs in there. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Right out the window.
What's that again?
Okay. So, because I don't know if I want to see, there's a little kitchen window.
Right.
I don't know if I want to have it in before the kitchen window or at the kitchen window, but I probably need all of the things that he needs to make sure I have enough room to fit it all in there.
Yeah. So why don't you do that and get all the things he needs and the dimensions and give it to me, and then next time we'll just go ahead and pop them all in. And then if you just email me the sizes, and then I'll just have them ready to go before we start.
Got it. So I'll email sizes of each item. Yeah,
because it's easy, as you can see. It really, that kitchen, like it won't take us a half hour, and we're done with the kitchen. No problem.
Okay. The other thing he's thinking is when you come, like the bar seating that we have,
right,
and then going in towards the pool,
right,
because now we have concrete going around. He's thinking of maybe having just like a half arch coming off of that like last column.
Gotcha.
Not a severe arch, but just another place where you can put some chairs.
Yep, I like the idea.
Like off of there, but maybe this might even be like a little bit wider, but come off of there, kind of like in a little.
Yeah, what we'll do, I'm gonna put it in right now, and then what we'll do next time we meet is we'll go ahead and put the overhang in, and then he can look at exactly, see it all fits in there.
Got it.
But at least I can do this, and then he can look at it and go, I like it, I don't like it,
Right.
Because this is really nice because you'd be able to sit on both sides, and then you have that step down.
Right.
Yeah. So when you look at it just like this, that's pretty awesome. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So now you've got people that can sit all the way around.
Yeah.
In and out.
Yeah, and you actually got bartender now. You got bartender area. And that's pretty cool. So let me go all the way around because I just got a minute here, just so you can see this and you can show them the video. Which is really cool. So we'll just go all the way around. No, stay on if you want, because this is kind of that is just a neat pool. And there's a little flaw in the program, but we'll clean that up before the next time.
No problem.
Yeah.
Just send it to me once you've kind of got it, and then with the dimensions.
Yes.
On the flat part, just so then I need to go out and talk it out and make sure, if anything just doesn't quite match up with what is out there, then we can firm that up in the next meeting.
Look at that, boy. That is just incredible.
Yeah.
Look at that. And that is, as we go over.
That's going to be so nice.
Man, again, what a wonderful, at night. Oh, That is insane. That is definitely the Bellagio or Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep. That works.
And I'm coming to that pool party.
You're coming to our
I'm
pool
coming.
party.
I'm coming.
We're there for like sound system and that.
The set, yeah, the set, like stuff like that. The sound system, Dave. Like we don't ever put those on the plan, but everything's Bluetooth now, so you can put hard wires if you want. But I tell you, just go wireless.
Go wireless, and then we don't even have to worry about
Then
it.
I got even more because everything is Bluetooth, and you can get a repeater. I mean, it's just so much easier. But again, Dave's the question. It's a good question for Dave. We want to show the lazy river because that thing is just so cool. We'll go a nice top view because you can just go ahead and show this to your kids, the video, because it's right there. It's saved online.
Perfect. So how do I get to the video?
Just the same link that I gave you.
Oh, so I can just go into your email?
No, you can just go to the email that you're looking at right now. So that link, just save that, and it'll be right there.
Perfect.
Whoa, that is super duper cool.
Yeah, that's going to be very cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for today. Just since I got you on the phone here, let's just see time frame, and I think we'll do if it's okay with you. Let me see my net. We can just do. Let's see. Could we just do? Could we do next Wednesday again at 2:30?
That should be fine. If anything comes up, I'll let you know, but that should work.
Yeah, because then we should be finished up, and then the next week the plan, and then boom, and then you guys are.
And this is over the phone?
Yeah, same thing. We're gonna do the exact same thing, just as we're doing now. And I'm gonna do that. I'll set you up, and if your hubby again, let me put that real quick so I remember it here. Because I'm. What is your husband's name again?
My husband's name is Bob.
I thought it was Bob. Damn it, because the other guy was Bob. I was like, I think it's Bob. Okay, Bob. That's all I had to do is put Bob. I'll just put Bob there. There we go. So I'll see Bob. And again, he doesn't have to. He does not have to be next to you. He can be at the office. He can be anywhere else. But it'd be preferable if he's here next time on the call and be able to look at it.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to see where if he's at our Ladera house or if he's here. But yeah, we can merge him in the call.
Okay.
We've done that for a bit.
And if you have any problem